All right, Shalom, Shalom. First things first, I want to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakadash. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakadash. We give double honor to our apostle elders, to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and to you hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing the truth with all sincerity, honesty, and faith. When the time of the end, 2021, which is the year of hastening to come in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Beautiful things are taking place for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're set to get up out of here, man. And things Esau's judgment is getting read off to him. His crimes are getting put in his face. These are the things that must happen. Just like us, we didn't fall down overnight. You know, we didn't just fall down overnight. And next thing you knew, we were enslaved. You know, even some of the curses took a while to actually, fully be implemented. But I'm just pulling this up on the channel. Bear with a minute, but I'm just pulling this up. All right, we're good to go. All right, so as you can, let me share my screen real quick, and we jump right into the video and jump right into the lesson. I'm gonna edit the lesson because I'm gonna call it. Let me see here. Shame on your glory. What is this? Black Wall Street. Yep. All right. I'll put Wall Street. I'll save that. So, as you see, they're commemorating and going into the atrocity that took place in Greenwood. So we're gonna go ahead and play this video. I hope they don't strike me, but just so you can see how Jake was living, man. That's why, it wasn't our rest. That's why it says, come out of her, my people. The Lord's trying to take us out of this place. He's not trying to prosper us here. But this is just a small smidget of how we ran. Imagine the ancient world where we weren't fully cursed and the Lord was dealing with us. Imagine what we could become, This is just a foreshadow of what was getting ready to. The kingdom is coming, but the kingdom wasn't now. So who was the one to really make the Black Wall Street happen and Tulsa Massacre happen? The Most High. But you go to these churches, they'll blame Satan, they'll blame this, they'll blame that. No, because these people you see right here are the children of Israel, okay? What you call Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they are the Israelites, okay? So that's the reason that this took place to them was what? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai was cursing his people, okay? So it's not something to say, oh, this is atrocity. Yeah, it was, of course, an atrocity, because Esau has to pay for that blood. But what's the main point is that these people are the children of Israel, and they're under the curses that was prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and starting at the 15th verse. So these people are under these curses. That's why this atrocity took place. And I'm gonna try to go through the scriptures and show as best as I can. But let's pay attention. I'm gonna try to play this. Hopefully they don't strike me, but hopefully the page wouldn't strike and get offended. But let's play. Country is flourishing. Some African American. And I never seen this video, man. And you can see Jake was living it up. I think they had in Greenwood, they had about 8 planes. There was about 8 families that owned airplanes. Jake don't even own airplanes now. What Jake, besides some rich CEO or something that owns airplanes? Back then, back in the 1920s, man. That's saying a lot. But let's keep playing. The country is flourishing. Some African American communities are prospering, like the residents of Greenwood in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Man, that look like a confusion of face right there. Hold on. Like the residents of Greenwood. Look, see, you had Edomites in their culture. So Esau knew how good Jake was doing. It wasn't like there was a split. No, Esau came to their residence. because Jake started letting them in, and they seen the luxurious life that Jake was living on, man.
In Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Look how many cars you see. Look, look how many cars. This is what stuck out to me. Look like everybody got a car, man. This is the time where Jake was catching hell, man. This is the time where Jake was catching hell, but the Lord had to make sure we all caught that hell, man. The Lord didn't let us out of punishment. It's like your father takes away your car, or he takes away your cell phone, or he takes away your toy. You know, back in the day when I was young, there were no cell phones and different things like that. But when your parents take away something that you're on punishment, then you go and pick it up and try to play with it. They're even more mad at you than they was originally, because now you're going against the grain for real, because you're already on punishment. You're supposed to be on punishment, but all of a sudden now you went against them and disrespected them and took the thing that you're not supposed to have. All right. And what's the thing we're not supposed to have here? It's peace, rest. All right. That's why the scriptures say there remaineth a rest for the children of Israel. So this is what we took on ourselves and try to put ourselves pretty much in the kingdom. All right, because the kingdom is ruling your area, ruling yourself, governing, governance. That's what the kingdom is going to be about.
A remarkable Baptist pastor named Solomon Sir Jones.
And that's spiritual, because his name Solomon is peace. That's not a coincidence that this man's name is Solomon Jones, because that they did have a similitude, a smidget of peace. That's why Omen Nomen. That's why the Lord made this man capture this footage, because his name, let's play it again, is Solomon Peace. So his job was set up to capture the peace of Tulsa, the Tulsa before the massacre. All right, let's play it again and listen to his name.
Solomon Sir Jones.
Yep.
Solomon Sir Jones. A remarkable Baptist pastor named Solomon Sir Jones is the pioneering filmmaker.
See, Solomon Sir Jones
was lost for more than 50 years.
You see little Jake baby crying in the back.
Pioneering filmmaker.
Little Jake baby crying in the back.
Was lost for more than 50 years. Sir Jones is the pioneering filmmaker. His footage was lost for more than 50 years. Jones captures the bustling life of Greenwood, which could be any American small town. But Tulsa's whites don't like what they see.
See?
In May 1921, after a black man is accused of assaulting a white woman, a white mob rampages through the city. For a night and a day, they loot and burn Greenwood. Fox News crew captures the only surviving footage. It is the bloodiest racial massacre in American history, leaving nearly 300 dead.
See? Come on, man. Come on, man. It says that was the only surviving footage. Because what does it say? That's the same thing. What did Esau? Why did Esau kill Jacob? Because of the blessing. Because he was envious. That's how we know he's the Edomite. He ties himself. What? Why did Esau want to kill his brother? Because of the birthright. Cain killed Abel because he was jealous of the birthright, of the blessings. So what did he do here? He killed his brother. He bombed Jacob because of the blessing of what was going on. But the Lord set Esau up to do that, man, because it wasn't time for that. It wasn't time for us to live luxurious in hell, man. Okay? You get comfortable. That's why it says, give me neither riches nor poverty. Okay, so I'm sure in Tulsa there was some wickedness going on, man, because Jakes were feeling themselves. So what did the Lord do? He brought the sword, man. He brought the sword, which is Esau, Joshua, and the Lord put the spirit on him to bomb these things so Jake wouldn't come and move back here. Because the one thing I know about Jake, man, especially in that time when they're comfortable, they get to doing different things, man. So who knows what was really in the nuts and bolts of this area, what was really going down? Because it says, "Who perished being innocent." That's the nastiness of of this thing, man. You know, some Jakes would be like, "Oh, you know, Greenwood." No, they were doing something the Lord did not like. All right, and He dealt with it by putting Esau on the rampage, man. But the point of this lesson is saying shame shall be on that glory. Because look what's happening. Because now the Lord is putting the spirit out there to remember that now. Now it's not being swept under the rug. Now the Lord did it, but now he's using that. It's two birds, one stone. All right. He used one stone, and look how many birds that it hit. All right, because now he gets to use it against Esau. And this video right here is 1444. So let's play this.
One of the least talked about, the most violent attacks in American history, and also one of the least talked about.
One of the most violent attacks in American history. So now the history of it is being found out. It's not all daisies and lollipops.
Spring of 1921, an angry white mob descended upon a thriving community in Tulsa known as Black Wall Street, killing as many as 300 Black Americans in Brooklyn.
Now, let me show you something. Now, let's go down. This is what I found very interesting. Let's go down to the comments. I want you, and shalom to those on the comment board. Yabashim Yashab Brakatah, Bashim Kakwadah, shalom. I want you to read. I'm going to read. I started, the Spirit had me read some of these comments. But let's look up the word shame first. Okay? The word shame is from Old English, shrum or shikrum, feeling of guilt or disgrace. Okay? Confusion caused by shame, disgrace, dishonor, insult, loss of esteem. That's why you have self-esteem. Or reputation, shameful circumstances. What brings disgrace? So this is what I want you to pay attention to, right? This is the etymology of the word shame, okay? So now, keep that in mind. Now watch this. Read this comment right here. Let me see if I can't do my, there it is. All right, read this comment right here. Okay? There we go. That's big. All right. So if you see this comment, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Cap. Okay, here we go. All right, read this comment right here. It says, I am a 60-year-old white woman. Okay? I had no idea this horrific event in Black history had ever occurred. I became aware last year while watching news. What news? The Trump stuff. That's why the Lord used Trump. He used Trump to used Trump to stir up. Just like if you deal with smoothies or any kind of fruit drink, there's a point where your smoothies, they get the sediments at the bottom. And you got to do what? They tell you to shake it up. Okay, they tell you to shake it up so you can actually get the nutrients from it. So what happened with Esau's madness? His madness settled. Okay, it settled at the bottom of his so-called cup. So what the Lord do? He stirred it up by using, Donald Trump was likened unto a spoon. You know what I'm saying? He stirred up a lot of that hatred, animosity that's always been there, but it just sort of settled at the bottom. All right, and it says, I am a 60-year-old white woman. I had no idea this horrific event in Black history had ever occurred. I became aware last year while watching news and following up with my own research. So this was a white woman that didn't care about Black history. What made her look it up? It wasn't her own, because she was 60 years old. There's enough things that happened in her 60-year-old life that could have forced her to look up this information. But no, what happened? Who last year? That's what? Trump. the protest, the racial tension that was going on, and they brought up Black Wall Street. All right, so look how cold the Lord is now. Now let's finish it off. It says what? I became aware last year while watching news and following up with my own research. I am disappointed, sudden, saddened, and angry. It took so long to be made aware. I was what is that? I doubted to pick and choose. What is that? Manipulative history telling. Efforts to squash this many other stories of Black history experiences should be exposed and soundly defeated. Education truth is necessary and long overdue. All right, now I got one more comment. Let's read this one right here. Let's go up. I think, oh, right here, right here, right here. This is the one I'm looking for. All right, watch this one. Listen to this. It says, this is a sad part of history that our ancestors should be ashamed for hiding from us. Corporate textbook companies should be embarrassed that they erased this from the textbook for 100 years. The education system is complacent to the systematic racism. See? Ashamed. So that's what you see happening right now, man. The Lord is casting shame. Even Esau would say they should complain of an ungodly father, man. They should complain about an ungodly father, man. So this what the Lord is using, man. You see how cold the Lord is, man. These are Edomites saying that. It don't even gotta be Jake. It don't even gotta be Jake with no picket sign. Esau seeing this. Esau seeing that. Look, this is shameful. It's not for us to see. Don't get it. We've been known this. We live this. This is our life, man. Hey, the brother got a precept. This from the brother Yahweh. This is Isaiah 45 and verse 16. It says, they shall be ashamed and also confounded. Yeah, it says they shall be ashamed and also confounded. All of them, they shall go to confusion together. That it says that are makers of idols. And Esau has idolized himself, because what is Cesare Borgia? What is Caesar Borgia? Caesar Borgia is an idol, man. It's not even a real. It's not even you look at the word, the J word. It's not even in existence. Less than what? Less than 1,000 years ago. It wasn't even around. So it says what? They shall be ashamed and also confounded. And this truth is doing it. That's why it says he shall slay them with the spirit of his mouth, which is what? The prophets. The Lord, like me and the brothers was talking, the prophets are likened unto white blood cells. When white blood cells are released in the body, that means there's an infection. There's a threat in the body. So the Lord released a high number of blood cells, white blood cells, namely the prophets, to go out here and attack the madness that's going on, man. That's why it says we're set for the defense of the gospel. We're a defense mechanism. What is the immune system? It's in defense. If your immune system goes down, you're done. Okay, so it's in defense. So what are the prophets? We're defense from all of this madness to those that be of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The rest, none of it don't matter. It says what? How long, O Lord, till the cities be wasted? So if it's not set for you to see this truth or understand this truth, get into this truth, then it's not for you. But for those that are eyes open and willing to learn, the Lord has set up your teachers, man. by way of the apostles and the elders, man. All right, the men that have been out there on the highways and byways and pushing this truth 100%, giving you 100% direction. The truth saying is 100%. That's saying what? That means you get 100% direction to salvation. That's 100% truth in a nutshell. That if you listen to these words that the apostles and elders speak and you follow them to a T, and not to a T, but you follow the laws to the best of your abilities, because you won't be able to do it perfectly. Okay, but you follow the laws to your best of your ability, and believe on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, and keep hope to the end, you shall be saved, man. It's not something we guessing. If you guessing that, you don't have faith in it. You don't guess your car when you get out there in the morning and turn it up and you hit your remote start. You don't guess that. You put your faith into that. So how much more put your faith into the Lord telling you exactly what's going to happen? Esau will be judged for the blood, the sweat, and tears that he took out of our blood, out of our flesh, man. All right. Esau has a price to pay. And this is just prime examples. We're not done yet. We ain't even got to the nitty gritty of it. Esau's frowning and doing this and doing that. You still in your kingdom. You haven't got to the training ground yet. You haven't got to that. You haven't got to the gym yet. We finna work you, man. And we ain't saying, no, this is not some hate speech. It's not hate speech. No. This is love speech. Okay, because this is love speech to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to let them know that what? Their redemption is nigh. So let's read this one more time. This is a sad part in this is a sad part of history that our ancestors should be ashamed of hiding. So let's read it again. What is shame? What brings disgrace? Confusion caused by shame. See, he's confused. This is what shame is. When you have shame, it's also known as confusion caused by shame. So they thought, oh, we were just, before they seen this, they thought they were all good old, red, white, and blue. No, man. There's a lot that came with this red, white, and blue to establish this blood, man. And it wasn't like they didn't have their country. They were just mad to see Negroes doing good. That's what you got to tell yourself. They were mad at Jake's doing good, man. Jake owned planes in Tulsa. When Edomites were barely eating, Jake's were flying planes, man. That started to jack with them. You got old Farmer John. He's in the field. All of a sudden, you see Jake fly over in an airplane. You know that to mess up his whole day, man. Come on now. They get mad when you reading a book in a coffee shop. How much more riding a plane around, man? You got your own business. They said, hey, I'm going to show you how bad Jake was, man. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how bad Black Wall Street was. Look, watch this. This is how cold Jake was doing it. I need to get to that. I'm trying to see which one. I think it said 7 times that a dollar would circulate 7 times in Tulsa before it actually ever left it. That means it would be barred. It would be spent back and forth with Jake's before it ever touched any white hand. That's what you call power, man. That means you're spending in your community damn near 100%. Esau was mad, man. Esau was broke. That's why they just went to dynamiting Jake. And they said that was the first time a bombs were dropped in the United States on citizens, man. But I for the sake of time, but you guys can look it up. It says about 7 times, if I'm not mistaken, that a dollar would circulate through the actual. Hey, I'm gonna watch that too, Crawford. Gary, I'm gonna watch that too, man. Definitely, I think that's a good watch. That I'm gonna try to catch up on it. Lord willing, there's some good information on there that we can feed the flock with and help build us up. Because what you see happening right now is the Lord he's casting filth on this man's glory. Because now everybody's looking at this guy like, man, this dude's degenerate. You can't justify killing 100 people just because you were jealous. And Esau even knows, because when they bring the story up, they don't even follow the so-called story at hand with the black man oppressing a white woman. Come on, man. Jakes were careful. They knew what they had. You think a black man would ruin all that he had for a random white woman on the elevator? Come on, man. That don't even add up. It was probably the other way around, because what happened in slavery? There would be Edomites that would just like Joseph. Look at the story of Joseph. When Joseph was in Egypt and his taskmaster's wife wanted to do what? Wanted to deal with Joseph, and Joseph had to run, man. So what do you think is happening? You don't think that took place back in the day? Jake coming in the elevator, smelling good, got a suit on his way business. You can tell he's high stature. Edomite woman lost it, man. That's in the spirit, though. I'm just going through the spirit, because I know no businessman would risk his business knowing what would happen to a so-called Jake dealing with a white woman and ruin that all for a elevator a shenanigan, man. It don't add up. It does not add up. But it makes sense that a white woman took a pass at a black man, and a black man said, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm all right. You know what the white woman did? Just like the white man did. They took offense. They got jealous. They got mad. So what happened? She told the lie. This black man did something to me on the elevator. Come on, man. But I'm not going, that the Lord set it up. So let's go into these precepts. The tone is set. Let's go and let these precepts explain the issue. This is the book of Habakkuk. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 16. And this hits it on the head, man. Because that's what these nations, they're always been jealous of us. They're always envy of us. That's what you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to realize, that these nations need us. We don't need them. That's what the Lord has been telling us. We're the inventors. We're the innovators. We're the ones that can make a society run. We don't have to be the smartest in the room. We just have that street smarts that the Lord gave us, man. So that's what we need to realize in this captivity, that we don't need these nations. The nations need us. That's why in their own society, they can't even make their own society run well without Jake, man. Even though we're their slaves and their bywords and their this, we're that. Either way, we'll take it. We'll take it. Why? Because we know Yahweh Shem Yahshua put us in this position to learn a lesson, man. And this lesson has been learned. We don't need these nations. These nations need us. Okay, this is book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 16. It says, thou art filled. See? What is the word? Let's go into it. I don't want to get excited. You know how Jacob do. The word there is Shabbat. 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 Or Shawabah. All right? Shawabah. All right? The word there means what? To be satisfied. Be seated. Be fulfilled. Be surfeited. Let's look up what this word surfeited. Let's learn a new word today. I don't know if brothers knew what that word means, but I don't. So I'm gonna look it up. The word there, surfeited, definition. Wow, let's go, champ. In the words of the elder. And it says, let's play it.
Surfeit.
Surfeit. Cause someone to desire no more or something as a result of having consumed or done it to excess. Consume too much of something. So too much of what? The sins that Esau You are going to be filled with your sins. You're going to be in excess of your sins. That means you have more than enough sins, Esau. That's what surfeited means. Surfeited means what? Consume too much of something, excess, or done it to excess. You overdid it. That's why it says you for the affliction, man. Let's pull that real quick. That's the precept. This came to my mind. See, you did too much. You did too much. You stuck your hands deep in the cookie jar, man. You didn't know what you were gonna pull out. This is Zechariah 1:15. It says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. See? Suffeted. It means what? Let's go to Merriam. So you did too much, man. It's too much. At first, when you come in the truth, you like, man, this man gotta pay. Now it's like you must pay. You must pay. You can't. What would the world gonna think? The world can't think like you can do all this and get away with it. Nah, they're gonna have a bad. The word there means an overabundant supply of wickedness. That's what the word suffered means. An overabundant supply. What is that? Interpret of immoderate indicludes of something such as food or drink. Disgust caused by excess. Wow. Look at this word, disgust caused by excess. So what is your disgust? Caused by the excess of your rape, rob, and murder, man. That's how you were being found out to be the devil. You can delete the videos, you can do all that, but how you gonna delete who you are? You can't delete who you are, E. This is you. Well, all we're doing is showing you the mirror, man. Staring at the man, you staring at the man in the mirror, man. And it's wicked, ain't it? I know. It's horrible, ain't it, E? It's horrible. This is you. Don't get mad and clip our videos. Get mad at your history, just like your fellow compadres on the comment board, man. Miss, what is her name? Maria Dowling. She's feeling it right now. She needs comfort. But look, this is your mirror. You cannot be mad at us for showing you a mirror, man. All right. But yeah, hey, Mr. Crawford, I'm gonna definitely check that out too. I'm gonna definitely check that out. So let's go back into these precepts. And it says, thou art filled. That means you are over amount of wickedness, of shame, man. You have so much things you've done against the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and the planet Earth. You have a Shabbat of judgment to play for it, or Shawabah. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. What's a foreskin? A foreskin hides your most secret parts of you. All right? It hides your rod, man. Okay? And it says, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. All right? And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So this is the gloriness. You don't have no glory now. Because everybody's saying, look how you got it. It's not glorious. It's one thing to pull up in a brand new car, but it's another thing for somebody to find out your car is stolen. Just so you've seen it in movies. When somebody pulls up in a car, they're like, man, that car is nice, man. Let's ride. You riding in the car, they're riding in the car. All of a sudden, next thing you know, the cops come close. They say, oh, no, man, put your seatbelt on or be cool. And you say, why? You say, man, the car is stolen. Instantly, what does that happen? Now that glorious vehicle that was tight, now it's become a liability and you're in it. So that's what's happening, man. Esau he pulled up in a nice, clean whip known as America, and the democracy he pushes. Now, what's the world looking at? Oh, you stole that, though. You raped, robbed, and murdered for it, though. You killed the same people still to the day. These are your sins you have to pay for, man. These are the questions that the nations are asking, not us, because you don't listen to us. Now you got to listen to those that make money with, man, because that's the Lord turning the tide, because he's changing. We're in a changing of guard right now. And it says, drink thou also and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And we're a part of that. We're a part of spitting in your face, man, and letting you know the Lord's going to judge you. He's going to get you, man. Run, hide, go on the rocks, go on the boulder. You can Sam I am. You can go on a plane. You can go on a boat. You can go on a damn treehouse. Go wherever you want to, man. But the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua is getting ready to rain judgment on this planet Earth, man. And it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be something to play with. It says what? The earth shall rock to and fro. This is compared unto the first death, which is by water, man. So this is going to be a death on a wide scale. So all those that have talked and touched, and the Lord's going to show us this, man. That's another sit down I'm going to do, man. The Lord, the angels have killed for the Israelites, man. That's why you see these chariots coming about. They're ready to do dirt. They're ready to put work in, man. They put work. You better read about the angels in the ancient world. The pillar of fire and by night that went over us in Egypt. Who do you think killed the Pharaoh's army, man? It flooded them, blew their chariot wheels so they couldn't run out, and then flooded them. Death, man. And then that's by water. So we know he's used. But let's go back to this. It's Proverbs 3:35. It says, the wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. What is the promotion? It's legacy. Okay? I want to show you something. The word promotion, let's look it up. The word promotion means your history. Your legacy is going to be what? Shame. That's what you're going to be found. Your legacy, Ra'um. Oh, it goes in the word room, which where you live at. You're gonna stay in your room, which is your wickedness. It says to rise up, rise, be high, be lofty, be exalted, to be high, to be set on high, to be raised, uplifted, raised. Let me see here. Yep, presence, contribute, offer, to be taken of, to be abolished, to be exalt oneself, magnify oneself. So if we go here and let's look it up, because it'll give us a better breakdown of it. So if we go to Proverbs, let's go to Proverbs 3:35. This is Proverbs 3 and verse 35. And then let's go Bible Hub. And look right. Yep. It says the wise inherit honor, but fools get only shame. See? So only thing you're gonna get out of this situation is what? Shame. Because you should not have touched the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and thought you were gonna get away with it, man. That was your mistake, because we weren't put in your hands. The Lord said we were not given in your hands for destruction, but we moved the Most High to wrath, man. That was it. We moved our Father to wrath. He don't love anything but us. He's our Heavenly Father, man. So you confused punishment with neglect. That's what you did. You confused punishment with neglect. You thought the Lord was done with us. He was just teaching us a lesson. That's it. Just like when a parent kicks their child out of the house. They don't kick that child out of the house to destroy him. They kick them to learn him a lesson, to say you can't do certain things or you will get kicked out. All right, this is Ezekiel 35 and verse 15. And it reads, it says, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel. So you, just like these nations, you rejoiced over us. You took us in slavery. You was happy. You sent gifts to one to another. You said, this is the day we looked for. But look what the Lord said by the prophet Ezekiel. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all of Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord. This is your judgment, man. Don't get mad. Don't click the page. Let it go, E. Let it go. These are scriptures. You can't delete precepts. They're there to stick, man. These precepts are older than you, Esau. It's like it. These precepts are old in your rulership, man. These precepts go to the before the earth was founded, man. These were already set to happen. You were already set to do what you doing, to go into the judgment that was already written for you, man. You had no choice. But don't. This is what you're seeing now. That's why Tulsa's coming up. All these black so-called Jakes being killed, police going to jail. That hasn't happened in a long time, where cops actually are getting charged. Okay, as thou didst rejoice over the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea. Read the book of Obadiah. And all Idumea, even all of it. So the Lord said, if you think it was a game, I'm going to say it twice. What does it say? It's so nice. He said it twice. That's why he said it. Listen, man, I'll read it again. O Mount, actually 3 times. It says, thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea. Just in case you thought it was just a place. No, he said all Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord, man. So this is how we gonna know the Lord is powerful, because he made us go into slavery and then jacked up our captives when he let us out of slavery, just like he did with the Egyptians, man. But what happened? We went back into sinning. We got if the Lord delivers us now, what we gonna do? If we don't get changed in perfect bodies, what's gonna happen? We're gonna go back to what we were doing. That's why the new covenant is such a beautiful blessing, because the Lord said this new time, when he delivers us and takes us, because we're in the time of coming to the covenant. Did not the Lord set up Moses to tell the Pharaoh, let my people go? So what did the Lord do with the truth? He set up prophets. The elect are likened unto Moses going to Pharaoh, which is these Edomites, which is the ruling Pharaoh right now, and saying, let my people go. And the Lord told Moses what? I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart that he won't let you go, that I may show my power in him. So you seeing him do it now. Esau's just going through the same thing he jacked up Pharaoh with, man. All right. But this time, it's not just going to be the firstborn. He's going to take out your whole of Babylon, man. That's the scary part. He ain't going to just take your firstborn for jacking with us. He's going to take out parts of the planet Earth, man. He's going to leave craters, man. Craters. This is Jeremiah 15:15. And it says, O Lord, thou knowest, remember me and visit me and revenge me of my persecutors. Take me not away in thy long suffering. Know that know that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke. See, we go out there to highways and byways and we suffer. That's why you guys that don't do the work, man, until you go out there, don't tell us, don't try to say what you think should happen, or we learn by experience, man. The Lord has sent us out there to do what? To rebuke these people. And it's coming to pass. All the words that we were told to tell them are coming to pass. Oh, I'm going to read it one more time. Jeremiah 15:15. Oh, Lord, thou knowest, that it says, oh, Lord, thou knowest, remember me and visit me. Come see me, Lord. Come, please. Come take us. And revenge me of my persecutors. Did they not persecute these people in Black Wall Street? Huh? They not persecute them?
It is the bloodiest racial massacre in American history, leaving nearly 300 dead.
That was a persecution, man. And it says, take me not away in thy long suffering. Know that it says, know that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke. And we've suffered it. Thy words are found, and it says, and I did eat them. And thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of mine heart. For I am called by thy name, O Lord, power of hosts. So that's what we rejoice in the words of the Lord. We don't rejoice in the world. We don't rejoice in anything but the words of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. That's what the Lord has given us in these times to hold on to. These are the joy we have, the brotherhood and the words that the Lord has given us. That's the only thing that's establishing us in front of our enemies, man. It's not being a tough guy, going to having a gun rally with a bunch of guns and AR-15s. Esau's got Moabs, man. How you gonna deal with a Moab? You know what a Moab does? Esau would sacrifice his own people to dirt you, man, if you got intimidating enough. The only thing he's fearing is the angels, because he knows the angels is dealing with this truth. He's not worried about you and your guns. He's not worried about you and your guns. If it was you and your guns, he'll drop a tungsten rod on you, man. Look that up. It's called the rods of God, man. Esau's got weapons out here. He's got the sword. He's got the sword from the Most High. He don't got those regular, no stone bow. He's got sword from on high, man. That's why we waiting for our sword. We're waiting for our loadout, man. We're waiting for our spiritual loadout. Look, that might be another lesson, man. Let me jot that one down. I'm gonna put it on so we can, Lord willing, get it. We wait for our spiritual loadout, man. That means we're gonna get the blessing that the Lord promised. It says what? We will mount up on eagle's wings. We shall run and not be weary. A bow of steel, just like he told David. He gave David that power, be bent, broken in his hand. So we're gonna do things, man. You saw flex your blessing. We're not mad at you. Your blessing is from the Lord, man. But you will, your judgment and the things that you've done is being called for now. All right. This is Psalm 69 and verse 20. It says, reproach has broken my heart. See that? All this stuff should mess with you, Jake. Seeing this happen and burning and killing 300 people, they didn't even find the bodies. What the fuck did Esau do to them? That they didn't even find the bodies, man. This man's a mess. They said there was people praying on their knees when Esau shot him in the back of the head. This is research. I just found this out today. That they were praying. There was Jakes on their knees praying. And Esau shot him in the back of the head, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What you want from us, E? That's a hell of a thing to tell somebody to swallow that history, man. Put it in the past. Let it go. David ain't let it go. It says, Psalm 69 and 20, reproach has broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. And I looked for, it says, and I looked for some to take pity, but there was none. And for comforters, but I found none. These nations don't comfort us, man. They're not going to comfort us. They're not here to comfort us. See that? Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't even find the bodies that they killed. They only found 12. I'm answering the comment board. Yeah, they only found 12 unmarked graves out of 300 some. Who knows where them bodies are at, man? And Esau put them in internment camps and told them don't talk about it. Like, my fault, man. Hey, just don't say nothing. Yeah, we went out of order. We did too much. But hey, just don't say nothing. They gave me also guile for my meat. What is that? What is the meat? That's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's the true meat. Instead of that, they gave us gall. They gave us piss. Shit, man. That's what gall is. The nastiness. That's what I think. That's the same thing they gave the Lord. Same thing they did the Lord, man. The word gall is rush. It means venom, bitter, poisonous, gall. So y'all, that's what we got instead of the truth. Poison, man. We didn't get the truth like we needed it to put us in our graves. We got shit, man. Black, African. That's gall, man. That's not who we are. Israelite is the real meat. It says they gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. That's what they gave us, man. Instead of us getting the truth, wisdom, and understanding, they gave us vinegar, man. You know, they gave us this stale ass identity you call black, man. That's nothing. And they'll use it. They'll say, oh, it's a black day outside, or it's a black this, black that. To show there it's a negatory word. So when they call you, they lump you right in that. To be leavened, be sour, to be leavened. See, the leaven the whole lump. That's that little bit of untruths, man. To taste something leavened, to be embittered, grieved, to be cruel, oppressed, be ruthless. So instead of water, you gave us oppression. You gave us ruthlessness, cruelty. That's what you fed us. All right? That's what you fed the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And these are the scriptures that's pointing this out. It's not us. It's the scriptures, man. You know, so I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't want it to go too long. I just wanted to be one of those. If those that look into it can tie it in with the scriptures and see that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has done a number on us, man. All right. He did his thing, man. But that was for our sins. You know, we went off. We did wickedly, and I know they were doing wickedness in there. Black Wall Street was committing wickedness. We don't know what they were doing. Probably some adultery was going on. Some pork was, they were eating some pork in there. Who knows what they were doing, but the Lord didn't. Hey, you know, but Lord willing, this is edified. And with that, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash. We say, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash. So the next time, Shalom, Lord willing, this is edifying. And just keep faith, keep fighting. And these things are getting close, man. All right, Shalom, man. Hey, yeah, Khan. Hey, for the brother Yahushai 144K7, it is the Shabbat. It is the Shabbat. So Lord willing, you're still on, and that answers your question. Salakia for taking so long on answering that, bro. But yeah, it's the Shabbat. It's the Shabbat, Doc. All right, Shalom. Yeah, I'm your fellow laborer, bro. But hey, yeah, Lord, if you need anything answered like that, definitely comment or leave any messages, and definitely we'll get them answered, bro. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash, Shalom.